Pennywise, I'm sorry, brother. You scary, and you got your thing going, but Art got you beat, man. I would rather be killed by Pennywise, Jason, Chucky, Michael. I'd rather any of them kill me than goddamn Art over here. All right, y'all. Once again, I'm a little sick right now, so forgive me if my voice sounds crazy while we do this review, and my mind is all kind of loopy right now. But I would do the best that I can to talk to the people out there.
All right, talk to the people.
Let me talk to the people. I need to talk to the people because slashes are not what they used to be, man. They used to be about the gore, man. They used to be about the guts, man.
Yeah, they've evolved past that.
No. If you want to call it that, some people call it progress. Some people call it selling out, man. Now there's too much CG in these movies. The blood is all fake looking, and worse. Now today they want to be all intellectual.
Oh, I know.
They want to be all meta, taking it back to things.
They want to have characters that you care about.
Or even worse, elevated horror.
Right.
Nobody trying to elevate no horror. We want to be low down, dirty, the gutter with our horror, man. That's where your boy Art the Clown comes in, man.
Oh, ew.
Yeah. Hello, Martin. Yeah, you looking at you, Martin.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, Martin, I'm looking at you, man.
Art the Clown, huh?
Art the Clown. And he's going to show all these Hollywood slashes that sold out. He's going to show them how it's done, man.
Okay.
Been showing them for a while, but nobody was paying attention back in the day.
Oh.
He was in a little movie called Terrifier. And not everybody was paying attention, but the people, the true horror fans, they knew what was up.
Okay.
They said, this clown, he going to be somebody, man. He going to go places.
That boy good.
Yeah. He going to go places. He going to go right up your ass with a knife or something, but he going to go places, man. He's not like all of these other slashes out there, about these quick cuts after a kill. All this shit, leaving it to the imagination. I don't leave shit to the imagination. I show you everything. Yeah, man. And they say, when he said, when I'm done, you gonna be throwing up in the aisles and then you just might pass out. Somebody might have to carry your ass out the theater.
I don't know if I want that.
Oh, Mark, maybe you don't want it, but horror fans out there, and as Art the Clown says, true horror fans out there, that's what they've been wanting. And I'm just the guy to bring it to them.
Hey, looks like he could do it.
Yeah, is Art the Clown what the slasher genre needs right now? Or, as some people say, is it a little bit too much? Really, there is a thing to be said about leaving a little bit for the audience. He's like, I take all the scraps and everything. I don't get shit.
You eat the whole animal.
Yes. Terrifier 2. There's a reason why I'm talking about this. This has been out for a couple of weeks right now, but it is making big news for a certain thing. So I decided, since for one, it's Halloween, and two, I've just been reading about this movie almost every day when I've been reading the news. I decided to go in and talk about this and try to give my impressions on it, since it has actually been making a big impression on people out there. Also, huge rating on Rotten Tomatoes, like 89% on there.
Oh, dang.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer for Terrifier 2. And as somebody who hasn't seen Terrifier 1, I'll come back with my review.
Please welcome Art the Clown.
Like, Art would actually be kind of charming if he wasn't horribly killing people.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
This is a real movie released in the theater?
This is a real movie released in the theater, man.
Okay.
A real movie released in the theater that's doing real good.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, that's why I'm actually reviewing this.
Yeah.
Because it's still, after 2 weeks, it is still doing very well. Could be because of the lead up to Halloween, but word of mouth is actually doing this movie very well right now.
All right.
Whether people passed out and threw up in the theater and had to be carried out, I don't know. That might just be marketing, and I'm gonna take just a wild guess and say that it is just part of the marketing with this. But this movie is so violent. This movie is insanely violent that it's in a whole other genre It's not called horror or gore. They got a whole other genre called splatter.
Okay.
With this. That's because by the end of the movie, everybody, including the killer, everyone is covered in blood.
So to go see this movie, you need to wear a poncho.
You know what? You might. I mean, even if you don't get any blood on you, you still gonna be wiping yourself when you're done. It's like, because it's just gonna feel like that because there's just so much blood that's being, blood, guts, just chunks of meat, just being thrown all over the place. I mean, now look, none of this is realistic. It's a goddamn clown going around killing people, a supernatural clown. But the other thing is one of the biggest complaints I have is that these people would not be living through these murders, man, because the way he kills them, they go into shock and they would just pass out.
Yeah.
He mutilates and just kills people so bad. Art the Clown. This is about all the gore. It's all about all the kills. That's what Splatter's about. That's the emphasis for a movie like this. That's in the category, the genre of splatter. And for a lot of people, that's already the review. They're like, I ain't going to see this. I don't want to see this, man. Because this is for a very niche and almost demented and sick group of people out there, of fans. Yeah,
it's that hardcore.
Yes. So if extreme gore is not your thing, keep walking, because that's exactly what this is. And these days, that's not my thing. Just seeing people just being killed just for the sake of just seeing them being killed. But this is and you can tell by the trailer, because even Martin this got to release in theaters. Shit, I can't even believe this would get a release on Crackle or something. Right. But that's the thing about this. That's why it's making big news, because you can tell by looking at the trailer that this is a very low budget independent movie right here.
Yeah.
It is killing at the box office right now, man. I'll show you something here. You're not going to be able to probably read this. Let me see here. I don't know if you'll be able to read this, but this is a report from the New York Times talking about how good this movie's doing, or how well this movie's doing. When Terrifier 2 opened the first weekend in October, it cracked the top 10, taking in $105,000. This past weekend, it came in 7th.
Oh, wow.
Pulling in an estimated $1.89 million, according to Box Office Mojo, for a 3-week total of $5.2 million.
Dang.
Yeah, Martin says, shit, it looked like it cost $5.20 to make this. And like I said, man, this has a big Halloween theme going on for it. So that's another reason why I wanted to go and check this out.
Sure.
So what is this movie like for me? But also for people out there who do love this genre right here. Because it's, like I said, there's a lot of people who, they're a tight-knit community of sick-ass people who love this.
Yeah.
Got any questions, by the way, so far?
I'm waiting for you to tell me more.
Okay. So here's the biggest question right here. First of all, and Martin asked me this. Martin asked me this right before we started. So, do you need to see Terrifier 1 before you see this? No, you don't.
Yeah, I didn't imagine you did.
Man, listen, it's a clown with a trash bag full of rusty ass weapons killing people. It's pretty straightforward, man.
Right.
It makes references to the first movie and small, but listen, even people who love this movie, you ain't even here for no story.
No.
The movie's made so for you to see people being butchered and killed. Yeah, you don't need to see no Terrifier 1, if you like it, then you'll probably want to.
It's pretty rare that a horror movie sequel requires you to watch the first one.
Yeah. They make references about some dad who died in the last movie with his family in this film. Apparently he has some ties to Art the Clown, but ain't nobody in there for that shit. I'm not trying to disrespect the movie or the script or anything, but y'all made the kills first and then wrote the script around that.
Sure.
That's not an insult. So hell no, you got to see no Terrifier 1. The name of the movie, Terrifier. You ain't got to go see no.
Where would you even watch that?
It's online somewhere, probably on Tubi or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people even want to see this of people dying to see this movie. Y'all ain't there. You ain't there for the story. You ain't there for character and nuance. You there to see out of here. And this picks up where that takes off. Or ends off. The violence in this film, man. it can, yeah, I mean, this is probably an understatement right here, but it can be a little excessive.
I couldn't have imagined that.
Yeah. The director, and I'm saying this, metaphorically, the director is Art, the clown.
Oh, what, the Damien Leone?
I said this metaphorically. He is. They're both the same people because they're both taking glee and just killing people.
Okay.
Just showing these prolonged shots of torturing people in gruesome ways. The movie just takes glee in that. The movie's having fun with it. The movie just stopping. Look what I'm doing right here. Ain't it cool right now?
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's what it's doing, man. And, I don't get off on seeing people tortured and killed in really messed up ways. It's just not my thing. But there are some positives to that with this movie, man.
Okay.
There's always a bright side. If you really look at a silver lining, if you will.
All right. Right. So far, the bright side is that I'm not one of those people.
Well, yeah, exactly. But, when I say that there's a bright side to this, the reason why the splatter genre lingers on gore and lingers on violence is because it's all about the practical effects. So they, it's pretty sick. If you want to use the term, it is torture porn. It's probably not cool to watch people get, mangled and killed in slow, gruesome ways. But if you want to just talk about the practical effects, they're very proud of it. And the practical effects are very good. They're actually really good in this movie, man. There was a moment that they took this brother and cut his head off. And I was like, shit, are you really cutting his head off? Because he was still moving, his eyes were moving. I said, is that an animatronic or is that him? That's where most of the budget goes. That's why it looks cheap,
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the budget goes on the effects right here.
Do you know what the budget was?
No, I do not. I'll look it up. If somebody knows out there, please let us know. And so, yeah, most of that budget, though, is spent on the effects. So they're like, you goddamn right, we're going to show this, man.
Yeah, we're going to spend a lot of goddamn money on this.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you don't like it, but we're going to torture this bitch all day. We paid for it. So, yeah, man, the practical effects are great in this. Now there's moments in here where just like, again, an excuse to just get the gore going or to show the violence or whatever, or to show the practical effects. And there are times when the victims make it way too easy for Art because they in this movie, they always run into a dead end.
No.
And they always, and when they done, of course, that's their ass. It's it. When they hit a wall, it's over with.
Do they give up when they hit the wall?
No.
They're like, oh, well, damn, I guess he got me.
No. They sit up there and beg like it's gonna work.
You got nothing left. You might as well try to beg.
Please.
I'll suck your dick.
Yeah.
Don't kill me.
They always do this thing of please don't do this, and you can see like, why would I stop now?
Right.
I had to chase your ass down.
If you had maybe run, I would have thought about it.
Yeah, I had to run with this goddamn trash bag full of metal. I put work in this. You goddamn right, you dying right now, and they still going, please.
Stop, please, stop.
Art is like, I got a bag full of machetes and butcher knives and cleavers. What the hell you gonna do with that stick? I'll take that stick and whoop your ass with it. Look at her. She thinks she really gonna do something too.
Whenever somebody's holding a weapon like that, you're like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, if he ain't backed off.
Right. You need to be swinging that thing back and forth.
From me! No, please stop!
Oh shit!
Yeah, and this is the kind of movie where he's gonna use that shit.
Oh yeah. You don't show a weapon like that without using it.
Yeah, there have been some movies where they might use it, they might not. Like the last minute, somebody might show up, or you might see the weapon go down and then they cut and you see some blood on the wall. Oh, this is splatter, baby. You don't see that shit get used well.
Oh,
that's gonna get put to use. And by the way, keep it to the streets. Don't run no bathroom. Don't run down no alley.
Don't run any place that doesn't have an exit.
Yeah, exactly. Keep that shit in the open.
Because the one thing with these killers, they all walk slowly.
Yeah, they should do. Well, they walk slowly because you're like, well, you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
So I can take my time with this. And here's the thing, you can look at this and tell this thing is probably made out of plastic or something, but shit, he's been using these weapons so effectively, like even if that looks fake, you know it's going to be put to good use.
Well, plus you look at that and you see it's custom made. It's not just a bat that has some nails driven through it. Like it's sculpted. He put specific utensils out of it. Like it probably has different uses depending on which way he spins it.
Well, it's sloppy because he just look at you, he got a fork sticking out of it and shit. I mean,
I know the fork.
I mean, it's really.
He's like, well, this is good for eyeballs.
Yeah. I mean, ain't no craftsmanship in this really, but he's like,
is that a table leg?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
it's a table leg. Yeah, it's a table leg with a butter knife and a fork sticking out of it. He's like, shit. Hey, presentation is bad, but it works. The cheap look of it actually helps.
Yeah.
I can tell you that this guy Damien Leone, he knows how to use his budget well, because a lot of this is like going back to an 80s horror gore movie that you would rent on VHS.
Right.
Yeah. You know, this because there's like synth music in it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's almost lit like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
Shit, it's even got a He-Man heavy metal album cover moment, man, going on in here. Yeah, it's, you know, so I mean, at first I thought the chick was just listening to like John Carpenter music or something, but no, that like the synth soundtrack is a part of the whole thing.
Okay.
So, you know, the budget is used well.
Okay.
I mean, listen, whether you like what they do here or not, I do have to give this guy, Damien Leone, credit for, just taking a low budget and being conscious of how much money he has and using that low budget, not only for just gore, but also using it stylistically to make it look like a throwback to the times when they were making, cheap movies like that.
Sure.
Because again, like I said, this is a throwback to the time when people love practical effects so much. That's what they made movies for.
Right.
Like they wrote the kills or designed the kills first and then wrote the script later. What little there is, you know. So, and also the gore adds to the suspense here, man. Because you know when when things are gonna get bad.
Oh, from the music changes?
No, just by the nature of goddamn art in the movie. Like there's a dude who gets out the car to take a piss. You know that dick is gone. Uh-huh. That dick's getting ripped off. Oh. Yeah, you know, I mean, just
stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that, maybe that predictability for some people be bad. I thought that was setting up suspense very well. And also, it's not like those movies where they set up the suspense and they don't follow through.
Sure.
No, it's
fake outs.
No, fake. No, that no. This
no fake outs.
No, you whip your dick out to take a piss, it's gone. I mean, it's getting ripped off slowly. Okay,
slowly. He can't even do it quickly.
Oh, before he stabs it about 10 times.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What my dick do to him?
Exist. You should have kept it in your pants.
So what is Art's motivation?
None.
He's
just fucking up.
Okay. He's supposed to. Hey, he killed you because you were there.
Yeah, and that's probably why I don't understand what's going on with Art. Art is just. He might be a demon. He might be some kind of killer reincarnated. I don't know. That's in Terrifier 1. They didn't explain it here.
Okay.
He's just messed up.
So is he supernatural?
Yes. Yeah, because gotta be, because the beginning of the movie, half his brains are gone. He's missing an eye. Oh. And somehow he puts himself back together.
Okay.
Yeah, he regenerates. Pennywise, I'm sorry, brother. You scary, and you got your thing going, but Art got you beat, man. I would rather be killed by Pennywise, Jason, Chucky, Michael. I'd rather any of them kill me than goddamn Art over here. Because I know that if you've seen in these movies, man, relatively, Jason and Michael and Chuck, they're going to make it quick.
True,
relatively.
True.
They got to move on.
Right.
They got to rack up a kill count.
Right.
No, man. Art is an artist. He enjoys his work.
So he takes his time.
He sits back and savors the flavor in the moment, man. Yeah, man. Art will drag that kill out, and you will still be up there twitching and alive. He'll do dissections on you and everything,
come on, man.
Yeah, he'll make sure you're still alive while your body's being mutilated, just for an extra added gruesome effect. Even when the person's dead, Art still got to go in and pull out some guts, and you got to play with your insides a little bit, man.
Does he make balloon animals out of the guts?
But don't get my ideas, man. Not yet, but don't get my ideas. Come on, man. You don't need to hear that. This movie's 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Damn.
And I can tell you, a lot of that time is just because he just sitting up there playing. Just playing with intestines and shit,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just the person's already dead. And he's like, well, shit, I'm not done yet, man. Let's have some fun. They're playing Operation with people's bodies and shit, but there are moments when art will catch you off guard, man. And I had to laugh at this. Somebody came up and tapped on a car window and didn't know art was inside the car. And they pulled up, like they wiped off the fog or condensation or whatever, and Art just pulled up a shotgun and just shot the face. Oh, damn. the guy who plays Art, man, look at that sweet face right there. You never think that'd be a homicidal clown, right?
Yeah, I would. It looks like everybody who shoots up a school. Don't even.
Yeah, so playing that clown has probably saved people's lives out there. That's David Howard Thornton, man. Who actually does an excellent job of playing Art. This is a low budget, splatterhouse movie, man. But he actually went and studied like silent clowns and mimes. Yeah, the Joker. He was into it, man. He put some work into it, and he actually does a great job. I had no idea that he even looked like that, but yeah, he's really good, man. And the way he plays him is very creepy. Like he plays it with humor, but that humor is very menacing. It's very scary, and it's him and this is another thing I don't know. Maybe it's a little girl that he killed in the last movie, but there's some creepy little girl that he's with too, who kind of looks like him. He's got his own Harley Quinn right here, who's underage though.
Oh yikes!
yeah.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it ain't enough to have this in the movie.
Right.
Like they got a little 11-year-old girl who looks kind of like him, who's creepy as. And that was for no reason at all, but just freak you out. Well, this is the most horrifying minstrel show I've ever seen, man. So, the imagery is actually pretty good. I love the designs of these characters, man.
It's inspired.
Yeah. And the rest of the actors, I told you that's the thing. There's no big names in this, of course, it's that low budget. But for a low budget movie, they're actually pretty good. Although they have the mom character in here. And there's times that mom just gets a little bit too angry. Like she's good, but it's like, come on, pull it back a little bit.
Really, Sienna? You left burning candles on your dresser all night? What are you, stupid?
All right, you are not supposed to talk to your kids that way.
Yeah, you tell her that. You tell her that. Shit, I don't know who
especially over. Okay, come on. Yeah, you're right. Come on, Mom.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm scared of the most, the damn Art or her.
Do anything. They weren't lit. So it just spontaneously combusted out of thin air?
I guess so.
Get back to bed. You have school in the morning.
You mean I still have to go?
What did I say?
All right, I changed my mind. I love her. And okay, yeah, the room caught on fire. You goddamn right. I'm screaming.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Damn. She didn't do it though. Art.
Yeah, I don't know about no art.
Art had some.
It's your room, your candles. Your room caught on fire.
Art did some Freddy Krueger shit to her, man.
I love that boy coming in. You want some of this?
Yeah, and he stood there too. She chased his ass upstairs because she said go to bed. He like, yeah, make me, bitch.
In the morning.
You mean I still have to go?
What did I say?
You know his ass ran. He ran upstairs quick. Yeah. Depends on what how you feel about the violence in this, and it's kind of hard for me to criticize it that hard when that's the whole point of the film.
Sure.
This is clearly a movie that's made for this group, and if you're not a part of that group, then nobody can blame you for criticizing it. And yeah, it has legit reasons to be criticized. One of those is that this is, like I said, it's 2 hours and 18 minutes.
That's
man.
excessive.
It does not need to be that. Any movie called Terrifier does not need to be 2 hours long, man. And the only time I thought that the violence, well, listen, again, it depends on what you're looking for in this kind of movie. If you know what you're getting into, you know what you're getting into. But there were moments, the only time I thought that the violence was excessive was when they had scenes that dragged out the movie. They have a whole dream sequence in here. And that dream sequence is there for no reason but other than just to do, these practical gore effects.
Wow.
Yeah, and that dream sequence goes on long. I don't think a lot of the actors in it are very good. And it just stretches the movie out. I mean, I'd even give this an hour and 45. You want to push it to 2 hours? That's fine. But 2 hours and 18 minutes, man. For this kind of movie, that's way too long, man. For me. But then if you're loving it, yeah, you're along for the ride the whole time. He slave whipped a little boy with a chain.
Oh.
Yeah, a little boy trying to get away. He grabbed him by his leg and brought his ass over there and whooped the shit out of him. With a chain.
Damn.
I saw him bring that chain in too. I was like, you gonna use that for what I think you want? He's like, you goddamn right I am.
You got something to say about it? No, I was just merely asking.
No, sir. So for those fans who are into this kind of stuff, I think it's good, man. I think it's very good. For a Halloween movie, it's kind of cool to watch. Again, if you know what you're getting into. Like I said, I'm not into just gore for gore's sake, so I'm kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out with this. Mm-hmm. I did love the effects here. I don't need to be seeing people get tortured that bad for that long. But then, like I said, that's not for me. That's where I stand. So, I think for this, man, in the end, it's great for Halloween because it takes place in a spook house. I mean, listen, for those fans out there who really, really, really want to see this, I would say that this would be a matinee. For me, however, this is a high rental. Yeah, man, I have a lot of admiration for the film, and I did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, it's a very high rental for me, man. This is a very limited release, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is rated R in the theaters or if it's not rated because it has such a niche audience that's going to go see it. I would say that the violence is so insane that I could see this getting NC-17, but I don't know if that's the case with that. But I think what they have going on with this is working. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like the low budget works. Yeah. The freedom to do all those effects, because that's the instant. It's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think that the ratings board will make them cut a lot of these things. Yeah. Before it goes too long, and I don't think they're going to allow themselves to do that. Mm-hmm. So yeah. And there will be a Terrifier 3. So when that happens, I think they'll kind of stick to this right here.
All right. Well, you'll be able to say I was there. Well, not the very beginning, but back before everybody knew about it.
And it don't matter.
You could be the Terrifier hipster.
Yeah, and it don't matter because it's same. I mean, like I said, same shit. And what am I talking about? I am gonna see Terrifier 1. For context.
Of course.
Yeah. Shit. Me and Art kind of cool now, man. So
is that real fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no CG effect in here.
Okay. All right. I'm just seeing where everything used to be like, man, fake blood. Now I'm like, it's fake fire everywhere.
No.
And it's obvious.
No, all this, that is the pride of this movie. There's no, shit, they can't afford no CG.
Okay.
Shit, I don't even think they can afford After Effects. Yeah, this is that's all this shit you see is real and practical. Okay. And it's very good. It's done very well, man. So yeah, I for those people that like this kind of thing, I highly recommend it.